Welcome. The highlights of this limited overs international in the Benson Hedges World Series between Australia and New Zealand at the MCG. A big match here for the Australians. They were beaten by South Africa on the same ground the other evening, and conditions here much better than was the case at the SCG. Tony Greig reported that the pitch was in good shape, and these are the teams for this competitive match. The Australians: Alan Border, Mark Taylor, Matthew Hayden, Mark Ward, David Boone, Steve Waugh, Ian Healy, Paul Rifle, Shane Warne and Tim May both in the side. Craig McDermott and Michael Slater is the 12th man for Australia. The New Zealanders, well, they've made changes. There's Rutherford and Young, then Latham, Greatbatch, Cairns and Shane Thompson, who used to be a medium pacer but is now an off-spinner, is in the side. Tony Blaine, Gavin Larson, then Pringle, Morrison, De Groen and Harris is the 12th man. Well, we join play after the Australians have decided to bat, and we join them in the fourth over. It's no wicket for 5. Morrison is the bowler and Hayden is taking strike.
Right off the base of the bat, and that's why it's not screaming away to the boundary. They'll settle for 2 again. His timing's not quite there. In the air and gone straight to mid-wicket. And so the New Zealanders have struck, and have a look at them, they're jumping up and down. Cairns has taken the catch. Hayden, having faced 18 balls, has knocked one straight to white mid-on, and so he's on his way.
1 for 8.
Mark Waugh's the new batsman, and so far this season he's had a pretty ordinary time of it for his standards. He's a magnificent player, scored 8 off 18 balls at the MCG against South Africa.
Here's Chris Pringle. That is not going to please Ken Rutherford, because it is diametrically opposed to what he's asked for.
Certainly a very good shot and a very positive one too by Mark Taylor, with Chris Pringle just dragging it down a little bit and Taylor very quick. Getting to the back foot there and pull that one in front of square.
Safe.
Mark Waugh advancing down the wicket there, showing a bit of aggression. Maybe put Gavin Larson off his game a little bit. He's only military medium. Trying to take an advantage of that. And those 2 runs bring up that 50 partnership between Taylor and Mark Waugh.
That's beautiful hit. Clean as a whistle, straight down the ground. Beautifully played, wafted on drive.
Good effort, and the Australians need to keep pushing it along like this, because halfway through this innings, the end of the 25th over, the little measuring stick we use indicated something around about 200, 210 would be as much as the Australians could expect.
Only the second boundary in the innings so far. The wicketkeeper coming up now to the stumps. That's a good poi. Tony Blaine. Just gets a signal to a wide mid-on. Misfield, no extra run, Taylor falls over. .50 to Mark Waugh. He's in very good touch. Hopefully he will go on today. Gruen to continue from the members end, doing a pretty good job with these medium pace off cutters, just trying to get the ball to go from off to leg around about middle leg stump. That's out, and he does that. How often does he do that? Captain Rutherford takes the catch. Mark Waugh appeared in full control, as was the case against South Africa. He hit it straight to the fieldsman, trying to hit it over mid-off.
Out for 53.
David Boone come out to take guard.
So Taylor on 49. Got that away, that'll be 50. So Taylor taking just 92 balls to close up his 50. And the Aussie team will now be expecting him to kick on from here and perhaps score his first 100 in one-day internationals. In the air, and it's gone. Straight down, backward square legs throw. David Boone realising that he had to go for it there, deciding to hit it over the top, didn't quite get there, and Morrison down there makes the catch.
His leg cutters, and they're not quite coming on this pitch. It finished up going straight down Danny Morrison's throat, and Australia are now 3 for 131 in the 38th over.
Stephen Waugh's the new batsman. Richard Grone is going to continue now. He's bowling over the wicket. Taylor on strike. And he's played that one right into the gap. Settle for one there. Stephen Waugh now no doubt take guard and have a look around the field and see if he can chalk up his 3,000th run in one-day internationals. Take up the commentary now. It's going to be Richie Benaud and Simon O'Donnell.
Off the mark straight away, and he's also a fast runner between the wickets. Won't get back to two there. Good afternoon, Simon O'Donnell.
Good afternoon, Richie.
That's a good shot. At the end of the over, it's 3 for 156.
Thank you, Richie. 5 overs to go. That's well struck. That may beat them out. Deep wing, yes, 4 runs. So the brilliant all-rounder Stephen Waugh lifting the run rate with 2 good boundaries. 1 over, 1 off. That one just wide of the man at mid-wicket. Beautifully struck. Larson just a fraction short. Listen to the roar of that crowd of about 20,000 people.
Well, it's only about the 4th boundary they've actually hit. It certainly is well struck, and Australia now looking to really up the tempo. They're short of runs. They felt that 220 was on the cards, and they'll be pushing to get anywhere near that far.
It's a bad ball, one of the few bad balls that's been bowled in the last 10 overs. That's a better one, but he gets 4 more maybe. Running down the hill, an inside edge. There she goes. That's 8 off 2 deliveries. That's what was needed. Disappointed Larson, but charged there by Steve Waugh, having a good hard look back at the bowl. That's what one-day cricket's all about. Fortune favours the brave.
You certainly can't see the field to inside edges.
He's chipped that in the air. He's got to be out surely. They're coming for it. Harrison, the wicketkeeper's going to be a muck up. No, the wicketkeeper Blaine takes the catch. That's the end. There was almost a collision. Harris was coming. Blaine was coming. Taylor chipped it in the air, and at the end the wicketkeeper Tony Blaine took the catch.
Almost total confusion there. In fact, in some ways I was just saying perhaps it was a good idea to keep him in, as he was struggling to hit the ball off the square mark, Taylor.
New batsman is Alan Border at the non-striker's end. Steve Waugh cuts down the 3rd man. This could go. The man coming around quickly. He's just there. Oh, good save. Alan Border got a tremendous ovation as he came to the wicket. The fall of Mark Taylor's wicket. The left and right-handed combination will break up the line of the New Zealand bowlers. As Pringle comes back into the attack, he's going to go around the wicket immediately. It's well bowled. What run out was it? Hit his hand? No, peel. Or was Waugh on his ground. That was an interesting one because I thought it might have brushed Pringle's fingers. Let's have a look at that. Obviously it didn't because he would have appealed.
You can't hit it much straighter than that, can you? He did miss it. But had he done so, then Waugh would have been run out. That's a terrible way to go.
Chips it safely. So we only go for 1 here. And Steve Waugh, is he broken down?
Might have pulled a hamstring. Steve Waugh, and that could be a bit of a blow for Australia, not only in the batting at the moment, but he could be a very important bowler later in the match.
He's going off retired hurt.
It's unusual for an Australian to do that, Bill.
He's going to go very slowly, isn't he? That's a blow for Australia. Steve Waugh on 25, Border on 2. Even money run out here with Healy and Border at the crease. Both Border on 2, Healy yet to score. Anything could happen with a strike rate of 86.6. 95 matches and an average of 20. So if he scores 20 here, it'll be 2 overs. Not Pringle. Healy is swinging a miss. Border's coming. Throw to the other end. Wrong end. They'll be through for a bye. Photo finish, says umpire Len King. Can you believe that? The underarm throw and Len King at square leg off the final delivery calls for the camera. Here comes, says Border. And he's gone. Goodbye, Mr. Border. He'll be adjudged run out, so it'll be 5 for 202 after 50 overs.
Well, that estimate at the halfway mark after 25 overs was fairly accurate. We said then we thought the Australians would make no more than between 200 and 210, and this is their final card. 5 for 202 was a real struggle out there, and full marks to the New Zealanders, who did a terrific job, I thought. Ken Rutherford had them well organised. They bowled well with a good line and length, and that is the result. 5 for 202. Taylor 81. Mark Waugh 53 from 78 was the star, alongside brother Steve, who had to retire hurt with that hamstring injury. 25 from 28. Alan Border run out for 9 off the last ball, and Healy unbeaten on 5. 5 for 202. New Zealand bowling. Well, they got away with Larson there, 10 overs for 57, the Australians. De Groen, 2 for 40, did very well. They were after him as well and couldn't manage to get him. 1 for 33 for Cairns. Danny Morrison didn't bowl again after his 7 overs for 17, and Pringle 9 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 26. So New Zealand require 203 runs at 4.06 per over. It won't be easy because the Australians know they're defending quite a small target.
Young's out there with Lathan. Rod Lathan out there at the non-striker's end. So it's McDermott on his way. And straight away down the leg side he goes, and everyone has a quick little glance at the umpire to see if he's going to call wide, but he doesn't do that. That's the view from the camera down the wicket. Nice flat surface. Off the pad, and he's given him out. Straight away the Australians strike. McDermott once again into the action, quick as a flash, and have a look at that. Pats on the back all round. Got him, yes.
Well, that's certainly not the start New Zealand have wanted in their innings here in chase of these runs. Well, that looks a pretty good one to me. Makes the task a little bit harder for New Zealand. 1 for none.
So Ken Rutherford, the New Zealand captain, who's also a right-handed batsman. His highest score there, and a strike rate in the middle range there, around about 63. I wonder he's looking so fit. Well, that's a good shot. He's got that one away beautifully, and it's screaming across the outfield. That is well timed. Into the fence it goes. Well, we haven't seen very many boundaries in this match, and that certainly went nice and quickly in the fence.
1 for 27. New Zealand still keeping with Australia, despite the fact that Rod Lathan's been tied down, 4 off 35. It's very positive in his attitude to the players and the media. Good shot, that's over the top, that's the way to play. Take a chance early on, that's going to race down the hill for 4. Rutherford leading from the front.
Certainly is. A lot of pressure on the New Zealand skipper here tonight to set that example.
Good shot, beautifully hit, lovely on drive. That's a confidence builder for Rod Latham in New Zealand. That's a glorious strike.
Beautifully timed. Poor rifle not too happy, but Rod Latham will be very happy.
Super shot, over the top goes the captain. This will go all the way. New Zealand lifting the run rate at the right time.
And there is a soft dismissal. Mark Waugh has broken through just when Rutherford and Latham were looking very, very dangerous. A bottom edge from Ken Rutherford, attempting the cut. And New Zealand suddenly have had a dramatic reverse. Great Batch is the new batsman after Ken Rutherford's dismissal. Mark Waugh is the bowler. That's the sort of thing I mean from Great Batch. If he can get cracking very quickly, then New Zealand will be in with a big chance here. He's the sort of player at his best, I reckon, when he's playing his shots.
Latham's 38 off 91, Great Batch 17 off 19. Shane Moore to continue, and the members on the edge of their seats. They love a leg spinner here, the members.
Slowly but surely, the score ticking up now, 2 for 99.
Got in, beautiful work, Healy, superb wicket keeping and beautifully bowled.
Desperate effort there, Latham groping away to try and cover the spin, just stretches his foot just outside the crease, and in a flash Healy's got the bails off. That's lovely bowling and good wicket keeping too, pretty straightforward stumping, but having said that, he did just drag his foot out. It could have been that far out.
Beautiful leg break. You see it clearly there. Beat the edge. Latham out. 3 for 99. Chris Cairns. That makes 19 tonight. He'll be helping New Zealand. He comes to the crease because Warren has bowled a magnificent leg break to Rod Latham.
So that wicket just causing a little bit of a dip now. New Zealand really need to get that line up over the top. They can do that then as they go towards the 50th over.
Gone, surely gone. Yes, caught behind, beautifully bowled. You can hear the nick from here. Warren turning it on for the fans here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in superb touch.
Yes, big nick there, and Healy was straight up. The batsman Cairns didn't go, but you did right, Bill. Have a look at them jump up and down the far end there. Lovely bowling by Warren, and it's 4 for 109.
Shane Thompson, the new batsman. Alan Border, the new bowler, as Richie Benaud and Ian Chappell takes up the commentary.
Steve Waugh apparently will miss the first Test match. There is a likelihood that he'll miss 2. So that's bleak news. His torn hamstring must be quite a bad one.
Man out at long on, but he needs to be 25 seats back. Great blow. Now, Ian Chappell was talking about great batch and the fact that he's looking good. I'm convinced that this fellow is a dasher. As soon as he starts to play defensively, he has very little chance.
Moving into the commentary position, Simon O'Donnell and Tony Greig.
Probably better to sacrifice 3 or 4 and over to get him off and try and capitalise on the medium paces.
Oh, he's got him. Yes, he has. He's given him LBW. He can't believe it. Great Patcher standing in the middle of the pitch, looking down the wicket. He's had a big word in the ear of Border. I think it might have been Border who had a little word in his ear first, mind you.
Behind trying to work out what he said. Pitching about middle. Possibly hitting leg. I may have given him the benefit of the doubt. 5 for 146.
He's 31 years of age. Lane out there. Oh, look at Thompson though, 28 balls for his 24. Well, this has got him, yeah, straight to Border. He doesn't drop him. It went to him like a rocket, and Shane Warne once again into the action. Well, the crowd are out of their seats again. This Warne really is unbelievable.
Anything he touches turns to gold. It's happening again tonight. It's happened all summer. Comes down the old leg spinner, a little bit slower, a little more flight. All the Australians are happy. Tony Blaine's not. He departs the scene for 1 of 6 deliveries.
Gavin Larson is the new batsman. He's got a strike rate of 60.4.
Gavin Larson on strike. Bowled him. Swell delivery. Beautiful delivery from Mark Waugh. And that could be the end for New Zealand. Right on line for the second time tonight. He hits the stumps.
So the pendulum swings back now into Australia's favour. Larson's gone. Pringle will come to the wicket now. New Zealand 7 for 187.
Chris Pringle, big, tall, fast bowler. Career average of 9. 9 would be handy here tonight. Good strike rate, 73.6. Thompson on strike. It's McDermott, good bowler. He's got it. It's in the air. Border's getting under it. He's got a safe pair of hands. Back he goes. Yes! Good catch under pressure by the Australian skipper. Beautifully judged, running back. Not with the ball, running backwards. Into the lights it went. McDermott bowled the right ball. The end of a fine innings from Shane Thompson. Out for 42, and that could be the end for New Zealand.
8 for 193.
The non-strike end, so it's up to Pringle. Needs a 6 here.
And he can hit him too.
4 balls to go. A nick over the keeper's head would be a beauty. Well, he's got a neck, it's over cover, but just a single. They may come back for the second on Boone's arm. He's coming back. He's got to be gone if the throw is good. He's gone, surely. Yes, good throw, Boone. Under pressure. It was worth the try. About half a metre short. 9 for 194. So, Richard de Graan, how would you be? Number 11. Can I hit a boundary? Can I get bat on the ball? It's McDermott, the fastest of the Australian bowlers. That's the field, just 4 men right on the edge of the circle. Richard de Graan on strike. Charge, gets the bat on, go for 2 here. Two balls remaining. Overthrow. Oh, mix out. He's gone. That's the end. A tragic run out. It's all over. He says, what's going on here, the batsman, but surely that's out. He's claiming he didn't take the bails off, he's grabbed the ball, the stumps, not out. Yes, so that was very interesting. What did McDermott do there? I didn't see that, I must admit. He must have pulled the stump out before he knocked the bails off. Sure, an experienced cricketer wouldn't do that.
He didn't break the wicket.
He's knocked the bail off first before hitting it with the ball. Yeah, and put the ball to 2 8. That was crazy stuff from Craig McDermott. 7 runs required, 2 balls to goal, so they need a boundary. Rowan, charge. They've run through, got to be a no ball, surely, over the batsman's head. Victory for Australia will be, and Danny Morris is on strike.
Where's the underarm, Bill? Where's the underarm?
Oh dear. What if he hits it? He's hit it. It's gone out to Boone. They'll run 2. So Australia win by 4 runs. A great match. The Melbourne Cricket Ground played in fine spirit by both teams at the end. It was Australia's experience and possibly the bowling of Mark Waugh who supported the fine spell from the leg spinner Shane Warne, who took 4 for 18. They had a very good match and played in very good spirits in front of a happy crowd here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
So a very good match here at the MCG, full of enjoyment for the spectators and a good win for the Australians, just by 3 runs for the moment from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. It's goodbye.